legislative, judicial.
Nobody get a check.
Yeah,
Nobody get a
nobody get
check.
a check. Donald Trump can't go play golf. He can't sign no executive orders.
Nobody get a check. Right.
And you know
Nobody
what's
get a
crazy? I
check.
was reading into this, Joe, and I didn't know that all governmental shutdowns actually comes directly from the president.
Yes,
And
sir.
most of the time, it happens when the president can't have his way. And
Yes,
then he
sir.
send Congress because you need all three branches of government to agree. So what he does, he send his little puppets out to say, "Okay, create chaos. Let's shut this thing down and stuff like that." But yeah, I'm actually concerned for everybody with this one because I think everybody gonna feel the fact. I think some white Americans gonna realize, like, damn, we fucked up. I think we put our foot in our mouth. Well, they still gonna be white pride to the end, but they gonna realize, like, damn, they walked into the wrong room. But yeah.
Listen, family, the hardest thing to do is to admit that you're wrong. On other news in the world, especially in my world, we have a letterman in the house. My youngest son, Kamalik Anderson, who is a big-time track star at Breaux Bridge High in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana, got his letterman jacket yesterday. I was there for the celebration along with his mother, and I'd like to give her big kudos. Stacy Marie Wilson Armstead. His mother was there, I was there, and he got his letterman jacket, and the boy is a track star. He's a runner, he's a track star.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
Let's take some time to
What do
big
you
that
run,
up.
by the way, Joe?
He does the 4x1, the 4x4, and the 100.
Okay.
And he is lickety split. And he could be a lot faster if he would apply himself a lot more. But he just works off that natural talent, which he really got from his mother. His mother used to be a track star at Grambling State University, and a very well-known track star at Grambling State University and during her high school days. And he takes after his mama, and he's a hell of a
Joe,
runner.
I see what you did. You did one of them higher learning moves. Hey, your boy had Tyra Banks on them higher learning. you put the higher learning move.
So yeah, congratulations to him. I had to put that out there.
That's good, man. That's good.
He's getting ready to go to school. He said he's going to follow in his sister's footstep. My youngest daughter went to Louisiana Tech to study accounting, and she is an accountant now in Houston, Texas, doing big things with my grandson, Dr. J. But my son said he's following in his sister's footstep, and he's going to be going to Louisiana Tech also to study accounting. So I got folks who know how to count numbers. That's good. That's good.
That's very good, Joe.
Let's celebrate that, man. We have so much negativity in the world right now. Whenever we can celebrate, let's make it a point to celebrate. Have joy, be prideful, smile. Everything is all doom and gloom. Like, we got to change the algorithm. We got to change the
for sure.
change the flow, man.
Joe, they can tell you how to hide money, how to find money.
Oh, they do that all the time. They do that all the time because they're always trying to be in my money. Yeah. Wait a minute, Dad. We knew you here today, so what's going on?
Yeah.
But love all my children dearly, all five of them, starting at the oldest. Let me go ahead and call everybody out. Alexander, who is in the military. I have a son who's not getting a check right now because he's in the military. Brandon, who's doing his thing out there in Fort Worth, Texas, down to Shantiana, who I am concerned about. She works at the Smithsonian. So she works for the government in DC. And I know that the Parks Department and the museums have taken a major hit with this shutdown. And yes, sir.
Your daughter at the Smithsonian?
Yes, sir.
You could have been saying that.
Yeah, we should have got a free trip, Joe. We'd be going to DC to pay for stuff,
I'm the historian, man. You not gonna tell me your daughter at the Smithsonian? This is an offline conversation. This is an offline conversation.
We got it. I'm sorry, Sean. We're gonna have to have offline.
And she's at the African American Smithsonian.
Well, my daughter,
because I know they got 9 in DC.
Okay, my daughter is a graduate of the
Mecca.
University of Miami. That's where she got a master's degree in marine biology.
Yeah, you did tell me.
Okay. Howard.
No, the U.
The U. Okay,
and she is a graduate of the LSU, where she was one of the few African American females who was going for marine biology at LSU. So she went from LSU to Miami, and she now in Washington at the Smithsonian. Shatiana's doing big things. I'm so proud of her. Of course, my daughter Keanu, who blessed me with my first grandson, Dr. J, the good doctor himself, Jordan Quest, Lily doing their thing in Houston, and then I got the baby of the brew who's going to be walking across the graduation stage in May of next year.
Okay.
And all my children will be grown. I myself am finishing up. Listen, somebody should have told me that school will kick your tail when you are in your 50s headed towards your 60s, because I'm in a PhD program at Walden University right now. And ladies and gentlemen, this PhD program in criminal justice is whooping my ass. I ain't gonna try to come sideways. I ain't gonna try to make y'all feel like I'm doing it big. I'm trying, hold it. And I hope Professor Dunleavy is watching my podcast this morning, because I have debated 5 or 6 times. Let me go ahead and find somebody I can just pay to write these papers. Like, God,
But Joe, whenever I taught college at SLCC in the pandemic, I had the lady in my class, she was in her 60s, bro. She already had did 20, 30 something years in the nursing field and decided to change fields. Ooh. And so she's sitting there amongst a bunch of 18-year-olds, you know what I'm saying? And she was a pleasure to have in the class. All of her experience in life, she was a pleasure to have in that classroom, man.
Now, I'm not the oldest person in my class. There is a female from outside of Washington, D.C. She's in Alexandria, Virginia. She is in the class. And all I can tell you is, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. I did not remember it being anything like this the last time I was in school. But I have been doing, man, I do so much research. I'm tired of researching. I'm finding out stuff that I didn't even know. I said, man, I wish I had knew this before I put up my hand and swore an oath to this piece of paper called the Constitution. When you're in criminal justice and you're studying constitutional law and other type laws in criminal justice that relate to the criminal justice system, you come to find out, bro, that document got a lot of stuff into it that we should have read.
Yeah.
We hold it. We saw the commercial. The Navy said, go see the world. The Army said, be all you can be. And another one said, we the few, the proud, the Marines. Another one said, aim and fly high. And we said, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do that. We didn't pay no attention to the fine print at the bottom of the screen. No attention.
Like we do with most things.
Right. That's why Pete Hegseth now, who is the Secretary of War, is no longer the Department of Defense. He is the Secretary of War, because it is the Department of War. Spoke to the generals and let them know. And Sean, a part of me kind of liked that and didn't like that, because when I went through basic training, it was no problem for somebody to snatch your ass up and put their hands on you and tell you to your face, welcome to the military. If you don't like me putting your hands on you, you in the wrong business, because we go, whoa, somebody may put their hands on you. For real.
It's not funny at all, right? But what he's talking about is the microcosm of society at large. The standards have been relaxed on education, standards have been relaxed at church, standards have been relaxed at the job site. So yes, is the military way more lax than it should be? Hell yeah. Is boot camp like Disneyland now? Hell yeah. So is most of your staff probably out of shape, overweight, don't fit the standards, don't look the part? Joe,
I'm not. Don't try to beat me up. I'm not no military man, but I mean, like, it's been like that even when y'all was in. They always had out of shape admirals, out of shape generals. They had old people controlling stuff, like who's supposed to be retired. But I agree with it like y'all, but I also disagree with it too. I think most of all, we have to lead by example. If our president hyped you up, then our president should be able to jog a mile. This is the only president we ever seen run an exercise. He'll play golf, but he ain't even playing golf like that. He just hit for the pitches. But you done seen Barack Obama jog. You done seen Joe Biden jog. You done even George Bush jog. But so I don't know. You got to back your word up. That's all I'm trying to say.
And brother Bowtie, you got a very good point. Now, Pete Hegseth did serve in the military. And let me say the following.
He was a National Guard, right?
He served, and he
No, I'm just
served in,
asking, what's the National Guard?
yeah, he served, and it was special, and he served in a special operations. You know, the man got a little girt to him. I don't agree with all his philosophies, but when it comes down to physical fitness, I laugh because I remember when I was doing ROTC at the University of Maryland, I also was in the military. My father made sure that I was in the reserves doing reserve stuff. I was actually a PSC and a specialist when I got commissioned to become a lieutenant. And here's what I tell folk. They used to, hey, I don't care what nobody say. If you join the military in the 60s, the 70s, or the 80s, you know how it feels to have somebody in your face. You know how it feels. You know how it feels to have somebody put their hands on you. You know how it feels that if one of your squad mates, platoon mates, teammates didn't do what they're supposed to do. You know how the platoon, the squad handled that ass when the lights went out because you gave a GI party. You gave a code red. You got a code red.
Like I said, with the life standards overall, most of us guys that play sports coming up, like my junior high coach and my high school coach, by the time I went to boot camp, that was nothing.
Right.
Boot camp was nothing for me.
Right.
Those guys did to me in junior high practice.
Hold up, dog.
That's illegal right now. That's illegal.
Hold up. You on the bench press and you done messed up and dropped a pass or something. You pressing that weight and all of a sudden somebody stands over you and puts that weight on your chest and just holds it and say, you think about dropping a pass again? Man, can you get this off of me? No. Are you thinking about dropping a pass again? Oh, come on, family. Now, hold on. Now let me go somewhere. Because there are some hazing and bullying.
I'm about to say,
hold on. Let me clean this up to a certain extent. Hazing and bullying should never be accepted at the level of I'm doing this to cause bodily harm to you that could be irreparable or cause you death. Now, folks can always say they never intended when they did what they did. It just went overboard. And a part of me says we got to pay attention to that, Sean. But at the same time, we've got to find a sweet spot in between this, because this too softness and this too hardness, there's got to be a sweet spot in between where people can understand. Because that's just like, I got a problem when the government says you can't whoop your child. That's my child. So hold it. I can't whoop them, but you can shoot them in the street, dead.
And in Texas, they can whoop them now too.
Most of us in hindsight look back on those coaches we had. You know you was doing something you weren't supposed to be doing whenever they did this certain thing. You know you said something or did whatever in class you shouldn't have been doing. They wasn't just picking on you for no reason, grab your face mask and slap your hand. Come on, son. You was doing something that provoked them to respond that way. That's self-accountability to say, I was wrong. I was messing up. I ain't gonna lie. But they ain't gonna do that though. They gonna say, boy, coach just picked on us and coach made us run, man. Come on, man.
Right. Here's what we need to do as human beings.
Here's another kick it to it, Joe, that we ain't
come on, Bowtie. Come through.
I think they finna clean this army and they finna make this army present to the world as more. Don't look at me crazy, but they finna whitewash this army. Because a lot of things that they want to change, far as like with the black man with the beard, they only got 6 months or a year to try to have the surgery or try to get it treated. Otherwise, they got to get kicked out of the army. With the women, they have to be able to compete with the man and do the same exact exercise with no leeway or no, so I think they're trying to whitewash the army and make the army look like, I think they still gonna have black people in it, but pretty much the face of the army is gonna be white fit men.
They can have it. They can take it.
Hold it. Now, let me be crystal clear, because John's gonna laugh and we're both gonna laugh about this. History has never told our story of the military. Outside of the Red Tails and the Tuskegee Airmen, outside of the naval diving guy who was black, I don't forget his name, that Cuba Gooding.
Carl Brochure.
Yeah. played the part of, they ain't told our story. Guess what? There are thousands, hundreds of thousands, and I'm going to say it just like that. It is hundreds of thousands of stories of African Americans who have did great things in the United States military. If the military ain't told our story, will never tell our story because they don't want you to know that we do that. Guess what? They don't want you to know. Do you hear how little they talk about Colin Powell? Have you not seen? There's not a Colin Powell documentary. There's not a Colin Powell movie. Do you see how little they talk about still living? General Honore, who is 1 hour down the street from me, who I can drive to his house and sit down at his house and have a cup of coffee and discuss great things. They don't tell you our great military stories because they don't want you to feel like we were great in the military. But let me say something. If you watch Black Hawk Down and you truly believe that a white boy jumped on a bicycle, rolled into Kandahar Square, sit his ass down and drank a coffee and watch all those arms dealers switch those arms during the Somalia conflict, let me tell you something.
You on the best drugs they ever created.
Right. And guess what? You need not only to stay on those drugs, you need to distribute and sell those drugs to others.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. I've been to Kandahar Square. I've sit in Kandahar Square. And guess what? Even me with my black looking self at that time did not really blend in that well in Kandahar Square because you got to know how Somalians look. Even though I was black, I did not look completely Somali. And let me tell you, folks will look at you like you don't belong here. So if they looked at me, a black man who is black, I ain't light-skinned black, I ain't kind of black, I'm blacker than black. If they looked at me like, man, you don't belong here, how you think they would have looked at a white boy rolling in on a bicycle? First of all, they would have said, where'd you get the bike from, partner? Because we ain't got them kind of bikes around here. Right, we ain't got them. We Ike and Mike around here. How'd you get the bike?
No, that boy had a Huffy. He had a Huffy.
Had a Huffy. Rolled it. Hold it. In the movie, he rolled it on the top of the line Huffy. And that Huffy would have been, I can see him now. Excuse me, sir. We have to bother this from you for a minute. And you have no time. What's wrong with you? Come on, man.
But Joe, you mentioned our history in military, right? This is current recent history. The guy is still probably about my age. The guy's name is Nicholas Irving. Nicholas Irving, you can find him all over YouTube. He be on Vlad TV and all that. He has the most confirmed sniper kills of all time for the SEALs. A brother. When I first started seeing this stuff years ago, I was like, wait a minute, a brother? A brother with the most confirmed sniper kills. He got like 5 books. It's amazing.
Not to talk about nobody. They won't even tell you how many special ops folks they are that are black and brown. Every time you see any type of commercial for special operations, special forces, Rangers, airborne, air assault, Navy Seabees, Navy SEALs, you don't see us.
Yeah. Or the new captain, the new captain, the new lead captain, what is the new lead lieutenant for the Blue Angels, I'm sorry. Blue Angels.
Yeah.
He's black.
Right.
He's black. Because I'm a big fan of Blue Angels. I've been liking them.
But they have this thing that the ones that you do see that have got promoted, they didn't earn it. It was a DEI move. Bullshit. Well, if anybody know about the front lean and rest, bullshit. Because I tell anybody right now, everything I got in the United States Army was earned from push-ups, sit-ups, long runs, studying nights that I shouldn't have studied, times that I was tired as hell. Let me tell you something. Everything that we got, we earned it. Look at what, hold it. They can't help it because history is just too good at it. With all the stuff with the Red Barons and the Blue Barons and whatever barons they had in Germany, I guarantee you this, when the Red Tails showed up, how many planes got shot down?
And Joe, don't forget the Harlem Hellfighters.
Come on.
The battalion out of Harlem. The Tyler Perry movie last year with Kerry Washington. The 6 AAA.
Yeah.
World War II. Those women, like we got countless. Joe said we got countless stories that we can lean on.
Our brothers from the Caribbean, the Buffalo Soldiers.
Come on. Hold it. But we digress. It's 33 minutes past the hour. I know why we ain't seen Elijah, because didn't the Rams lose last night?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Didn't
They
they
lost
lose?
everything. They lost the coin toss. They lost the game. They lost the player. And
Okay. So, family, if we don't have any sports, we're going to keep the conversation going. All right. So, thousands could be fired because of the shutdown. Now, if I recall, and guess what? When people tell you what they tell you, stop sitting there trying to tell other folks that's just them talking. You better start believing these folks. Donald Trump told y'all everything he was going to do if y'all elect him. And when folks started confronting folks saying, hey, man, you going to elect this man? This man said he going to do X, Y, Z. Black folks would tell, he just talking.
I'll tell you one thing, Joe.
He
ain't a liar. I don't agree with him, but he ain't a liar.
Hey, he ain't a liar.
He tell you what it's gonna be.
Hold it. He might tell a lot of lies, but that's one lie he didn't tell. Hold it. He sit there and told y'all exactly what he was gonna do. Then when I ask black folks, especially conservative black folks who are evangelical, he gonna keep these men out the girls' bathroom. Guess what? I don't consider myself a Republican. I do have some conservative values, but I don't consider myself a conservative. I consider myself a progressive thinker. I don't want no man in the girl's bathroom. I don't care what he identifies as. Just like I don't want no woman in the men's bathroom. I don't care what she identifies as.
But you know what, Joe? This is the most interesting and stupidest thing that I hear all the time, especially with conservative blacks. Most of their main argument is the LGBTQ community or the trans in particular, or as you said, the bathroom issue. And oftentimes I tell them, I could guarantee you 89 or probably 90% of black men that are Democrats, they don't agree with it either.
Right.
They don't agree with it either. So I said, besides that, what is your real argument of with the Democratic Party or with the Independent Party?
Hey, I'm gonna say it the best way I can say it. The Democrats. I'm looking in the green room, y'all. I'm gonna have to eat some crow. Let me eat this crow right quick. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. In Knoxville, Tennessee, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, there is a very saddened Los Angeles Rams fan, and we're about to bring him on where he can do sports. Y'all put your hands together for Elijah Nixon and sports. Elijah, what happened?
New York Giants. I'm sorry.
What happened?
Just a little loss. Mac Jones played well. 49ers had
Michael?
Matt Jones.
Michael?
Mike who? Mike who?
He played well. I think they had about 10 injuries on that team, but they came out on fire. I think had an early 14-0 lead. Christian McCaffrey's great. But the Rams just got to be better. You fumble at the 1 yard line with 50 seconds left. And then after that, you get an extra point block. You get another turnover in the goal line. But it's Rams football this year. So.
You'll be all right, champ. We love you, bro. I know how
We
you
love
feel.
you.
I
We
felt
love
like
you,
I felt
Elijah.
like that. I
We
felt like
love
that
you.
for 3 weeks straight. I ain't even want to come on here and talk about sports.
No,
You'll be all
it's
right,
not
bro.
even. I'll be honest with you. The Eagles' loss hurt way more than the San Fran one. It's just that when you get to the goal line a couple times, you turn over the ball, and a team that had 20 injuries, you still lose to. Yeah, you just like, all right, well, get them next week. The only thing that I don't like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, is I hate this talk where you say you got to be better. You got to be better. Just do it. Just do it.
Right. Just out it. Just act like you're Nike and just do it. So, okay, we're getting ready to go into what I call the meat of college football. What happens this month, and really this month, will determine more or less how we're going to be looking at when it comes down to conference championships. It's homecoming month. The first 2 weeks of next month is homecoming. It's homecoming time now. I'm going to ask some questions. Name me your top 3 in college football. I will start with, now this is your top 3. Doesn't mean they're the top 3 right now. Brother Bowtie, your top 3 college football. Let's go.
Um, I don't want to say it because I don't like them, but I'm sure people watching right now. I'm gonna go Ohio, UM, and Oregon.
Okay. Sean?
I'm gonna go Ohio, Oregon, and I gotta roll that tide, baby. I gotta roll tide.
Okay. Elijah?
I got Oregon. I got Penn State, and I mean Ohio State.
Okay. Here come mine. When the dust clears, you're gonna have O State,
Okay.
Tennessee, University of Miami. Remember them names. I'm
You
just
talking
saying.
about? Or are you talking about TSU or?
No, I'm talking about volunteers.
Oh, they're
Right.
gonna be they're
You
going to
talking
be
about?
volunteering at the games.
No, they're not
You
gonna be
talking about? You
volunteering.
talking about? You talking about?
They're gonna be voluntarily giving that belt to somebody's ass.
Nah.
Because I'm here to tell you.
Hey, brother Bullseye.
Listen,
You talking about PlayStation? PlayStation?
I
Xbox
ain't talking.
360?
I ain't talking 989 Sports. I ain't talking EA. Hey, if it's in the game, it's in the game.
I mean,
we know Elijah on here. Elijah gonna have his job, but let's be real, Joe. Tennessee.
Well, I'm gonna say the Volunteers. I think honestly, their peak could be like a second round playoff. I think they could actually win the SEC. I'm not a big fan of all these teams in the SEC this year. I'm not honest.
And guess what? If you look at strength of schedule, because the only reason I'm saying this, I'm a big time. I'm from Tennessee. I love the Volunteers. I should have went ahead and took that scholarship and went to Tennessee. I should have graduated from the University of Tennessee, but I didn't. I decided to start off at Lane College, and from there I made my way to the University of Maryland. That's another story for another day. But I will say this: if you even put it in there, the rest of the SEC outside of Tennessee, they really beating up on themselves. And depending on how healthy at the end of the season, when everything is said and done and the dust clears, Tennessee, if they make it to the playoffs, may be one of the most healthiest teams in the SEC. And let me tell you something. You can like it, leave it, or love it. That's how Ohio State be winning all them national championships. It's not that they're better, they're more healthier. And when you're healthier, you can always beat up on a wounded team. And that's what Ohio, I literally watched all these years that I'm like, that's how they did it. They were healthy 100% because they didn't play nobody. And they were at full strength while everybody else was recovering from ACLs, torn this, sprained this, sprained that. They didn't have all their players.
Yeah. I think that what you said, Tennessee actually is funny you say that. They actually are getting a lot of people back after this bye week. They have their one of their good defensive ends coming back, and Hobbs, one of the corners that's supposed to go in the top round of the draft. He's coming back from an ACL injury. He's going to come back either this Arkansas game or that week against Bama. So they are getting a lot of strength back in the defensive room. So it's going to be kind of interesting with that. But it's just they have to run the table. They got to beat Bama on the road. They got to beat Florida on the road. They got to beat.
Well, I think they'll beat Bama though. And to me, you know what? I kind of dislike college football a little bit because some way, somehow, either one of these two teams gonna make it. Both of them gonna make it in the playoffs. LSU and Alabama. And I don't think no school now one of those two schools will be worthy of deeming because I can see Alabama taking 2 more losses, but some way, somehow, Alabama or LSU will still end up in the playoffs.
I don't think Alabama gonna make it in, and I think if LSU make it in, and they continue to do what they're doing right now, they're not going to make it past round 1.
Because you know what won't be shocking? If an ACC team actually win.
Hold it. Let me tell you something. If y'all ain't got y'all eyes on the University of Miami right now, y'all better pay attention because Miami literally did the same thing Ohio State did. Sometimes you got to pack your team with SEC players who know the SEC. Work that transfer portal the way it needs to be worked and understand that, hey, you take the talent you got, add a little bit to it, and just bide your time. Because let me tell you something, Miami ain't really playing nobody either now.
Mm-hmm.
They really ain't. They really ain't. I think the
I
hardest
just,
people they have is Florida State and who and the Gator Chomp and the Gator Chomp. He need dental work right now.
Yeah,
His
yeah,
chomp ain't what it used to be.
I gotta
yeah.
ask the
Mhm.
Sorry, Sean?
Go ahead, Sean.
I gotta ask the weekly question. How is Archie Manning doing?
They didn't play last week. I don't think. I don't think they played last week, but you
They
know,
played the week before, but the week before he played good. He played good. I mean, like he's balanced. He's average. He's at best average.
yeah, that's the
Yeah,
best way.
for sure. He's an average quarterback. He's not. If he get drafted in the first round, be the first round draft pick. That's all politics. But
Mhm.
that I
Is he
there's about
is he
six.
a generational talent? That they saying generational?
Hell no. I don't like
Uh,
UM, but UM quarterback better than him.
hold on.
I can name about 7 quarterbacks better than him right now.
Let me say this, and I'm gonna say this, and y'all will agree or disagree. It is 46 minutes. It's 44 minutes past the hour. 16 minutes to the top of the hour. When Shador finally gets unleashed, somebody gonna look back and say, "Man, they should have played that boy a lot sooner." And he will be unleashed. And I don't know, will he be unleashed with the Browns or another team? Just like his brother, whoever picks that boy up and cultivates him and gets off of this, we gonna show Dion something. Because to me, Dion should have nothing to do with it. I'm tired of when folks are revolutionary or folks are to the point that they say we're not gonna go against the grain. You don't only want to punish them, you want to punish their whole bloodline. At the end of the day, I'm tired of that because Dion is who Dion is. It ceases to amaze me. If Dion was white, y'all would be bragging y'all ass off about how revolutionary Dion is, how such a
It's
once
Shador
in
the
a
number one
lifetime
pick.
player Dion is. It's funny. They confident when they white and do what Dion do. They confident. They miraculous. Y'all have all these high adjectives and adverbs to describe them. But when we do it, all of a sudden we cocky and arrogant. No, we not. We the same thing you are. We just a different color skin.
No, we better. That's it.
There's only
We
one
better.
person that's legendary, and that's Bad Bunny.
You know what though? You know what I'm looking forward to with the Super Bowl? I think he's going to make a whole bunch of political statements.
You think so?
Yeah, yeah. And you know, it's only conservative white Americans have an issue with him performing, and they're uneducated. They don't know that he's American
Yeah.
because Puerto Rico is America. I mean, like
But
they
how
have
much of the
USPS, they
NFL
vote.
audience is those conservative people? How
Yeah,
much of the NFL season ticket holders are those people?
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
the thing is
Hey,
about
hey,
But
also with Bad Bunny, because the Super Bowl's with San Francisco. That's like a Mexican population spread out.
Mexican, yeah, it's not only Mexican, Guatemalans. They have a lot of Puerto Ricans and Cubans there as
Mhm.
well. Hawaiians, you know, they don't have a lot of white people, and at the same time, you know, San Francisco is a blue state, you know. So
all
Yeah,
I
it's
can do
like
is say, take me through there, take me through there.
yeah, and he gonna have the support. He gonna have the
oh,
support.
for sure. Like
Yeah,
he not like a lot of people in America support him. It's just that I just want to I'm just ready to see it. I just think that when it comes down to with the music part of it, like if it's in Spanish, of course we're not gonna understand it. Like,
Mm.
but
you
if
gotta
he
come, man. You gotta come vacation in Miami. You come to vacation in Miami probably for like 2 or 3 weeks. You at least walk away knowing at least 12 or 13
you want to know
Spanish
something funny
words.
about that, brother Boto? I've been to Miami probably two times.
Mm-hmm.
I've never met nobody from Miami in Miami.
You never let, yeah. Well, I can tell you 9 out of 10. I'm gonna tell you where you went at. You either stayed on South Beach or you went on Brickell, or you wasn't in Liberty City, you wasn't in Overtown, you wasn't in Oberlock, you wasn't in Miami Gardens. Yeah, so that's where everybody from Miami actually stay at. Little Havana, Hialeah, those real Miami people. South Beach, I think they said 89% of the people stay on South Beach never was born in Miami. They relocated
So
from another state or another country. The same
Elijah,
thing with Brickell.
I
But
don't
when you
want you
go
to
to
come with
Miami,
it.
you know, like the culture in Miami is so diverse, you end up learning so much multiple languages. You know, they said Miami people have the sexiest accent, but I don't think we do, but we just adjust our English to translate different languages. So You know, whether you said buenos dias or good morning or sabase or bonjour, like so you already your tongue is ready to adjust. So but there is a big heavy Spanish and Caribbean population, so you have no choice but to learn some of their language. And we don't eat American food every day. Every day we have the opportunity and the chance to experience a different culture. So you can eat Spanish food one day, Haitian food, Bahamian food, Italian food, French food. You know, so yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
What you saying, Sean?
So down there in Miami, is it overrated, or is it what they say it is?
Oh, it's very overrated.
All right,
I'm
good.
born and
Brother
raised
Bowtie
here.
Not,
said
not,
it.
not, not
Brother
bow
Bowtie,
tie, bow tie. Wait a minute now. Go ahead, Elijah. I'm saying, I'm saying.
Brother Bowtie said it. It's overrated, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
went down
overrated.
there. I went down there. My first time I went down there underprepared. I wasn't expecting what I expected. We went out a couple times and stuff like that. I went on just a true story. I went on the boardwalk, and it was me, my homie, and my brother. I was like, man, I got us, man. Let's go get some tacos, man. So it's at $4 tacos. Tacos on me. Everybody got 2 tacos and a can of Sprite. I didn't get Sprite. I had water because we had a long day. We was drinking on the beach. And I get my bill, and it said $50. I said, what? Hold on.
Oh, you was on the South Beach Strip.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah,
this. That's how,
they gonna
I'm
hit you
like,
across the head.
yeah, I'm like, hold on. So they added they tip to it. I said for like it was like 6 tacos. They was like, yeah, we gotta have our tip. Then they have the audacity to ask for another tip on top of that. So
Yeah.
I was
Mm.
like, I'm gonna holler at you, sign that off. So then, the later on that night we go out for another drink. My homie, she get a martini. I get like at that time I was drinking vodka Red Bulls. I don't know what I was doing. I got a vodka Red Bull martini. I'm thinking it's gonna be probably around the 15. They said $50. I said, hold on, why everything $50? It don't make sense to me out here for this. It don't make sense to me. What am I paying for the ice, the napkins, the straw too? I thought I was just paying for the drink. It was like, no, it's our gratuity. So the next time I went, I was prepared. I went to Little Havana. I went everywhere else but South Beach to do stuff. I
Yeah,
didn't
and
do
I just about to
anything
say
else.
that. I just about to tell you that. So South Beach, Brickell, all these tourist areas, they take advantage. So they go up on their price. And this is free game. Most black people who are born and raised in Miami, we do not go to South Beach. We hate South Beach
I
because
hate it.
everything about South Beach is fake. From the cars to the people who have jewelry to the luxury cars, everything is fake. The whole lifestyle is fake. So what beach we go to is Halover Beach. It doesn't have clubs, but we can do whatever we want. We can if we smoke weed, you can smoke weed out there. If you drink liquor, you can drink liquor. They even have a nude beach at Halover Beach. But we free to do whatever you want. But South Beach, they take advantage of it. But if you want to have a good time, Miami is a good time, but you have to go in a community where the people at. So they have communities that if you want to experience the culture, you could. So if you want to know what it's like how Haitians live, they literally have a city in Miami called Little Haiti, and it's full of Haitian restaurants. Matter of fact, the Haitian cuisine is the best cuisine that you can ever eat.
Mm.
Chef Creole is one of the best restaurants I can highly recommend if you ever come. If you want to experience Spanish food, they actually have a city called Little Havana. If you want to experience Caribbean food, you go to Miami Gardens. That's where all the Bahamians and Jamaicans, that's where I stay at and stuff like that. So that's where you got to go at. You have to leave South Beach and Brickell. You got to leave the tourist area. And the people show you a good time if you come to these areas. And the food is way cheaper. Elijah say he had paid $50 for 6 tacos and a drink. If you go to Chef Creole, which is a popular Haitian restaurant, for $20, they'll give you a snap about this big. No lie, the snapper probably about 20 inches long, a plate of rice, a salad, some plantains, and a drink, probably for $20. In Little Havana, you could get rice, a whole quarter chicken, plantain salad, and something else, probably for like $6.50. So the prices is way cheaper and way better when you go. But they're gonna take advantage. That's why I say it's overrated.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm
So,
cool. I love Houston though. Houston is my favorite city of all
so,
time.
so, family. Let me say this as we get into 7 minutes to the top of the hour. I just didn't know that white America was that mad about Bad Bunny doing the Super Bowl halftime. They
Mm.
hot, man.
Joe,
They even got Danica Patrick. Uh, man, they hot. So let me say this. Jay-Z, Jay-Z got a lot to do with what happens with the Super Bowl halftime. Um, and I'm pretty sure they still a little bit hot over Kendrick.
Man,
You
they
know,
been hot since Beyonce.
well, um, once again, everybody want to be us, but don't nobody want to be us. So, and even when you look at country music now, you got Jelly Roll, folks jumping up on stage, tatted up, trying to have a little hip hop R&B swag into they country music. And once again, y'all,
Teddy Swims.
you do understand that black folks started this country music stuff, right? So, once again, everybody want to be us, but don't nobody want to be us. But all I'm
Hey, hey,
saying
hey,
is,
Joe, can I say something real quick?
yeah,
To Senate Republicans, if you guys have the opportunity, it's at your own discretion. But on Facebook, there's a public group called the Republican Patriots. Republican Patriots. You can comment on there if you want, but I don't comment. I go in there to see what they're saying, who they plotting on, and see how many people that I know. But man, these people they talk about everything from race to the Bad Bunny to politics to how they gonna take over the world and stuff like that. And all the Republicans. And actually, someone told me that Charlie Kirk was in the group, but I assume that they deleted him once they had mentioned that he was in a group. But Republican Patriot is actually a public forum, and they allow anyone to join it too. So I'm like, they have a page and they have a page you can follow, but they also have a group. But yeah, just to give you guys game to be up on it.
well, I mean, 5 minutes to the top of the hour, and we're getting ready to get up out of here because I got a lot to get done on this day. But family, pay attention. Just please pay attention. There are folk out there who intentions aren't the right intention. There are folks out there who are spewing conversation, and if you listen to the conversation is not conversation for elevation. It really is tearing down this country. It's tearing us down as human beings. Now, watch this. Once again, I always tell y'all this, and I say it for a reason. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. So they can get all the militias, all the hate groups, all whatever they want. It's cool when they do it. They might go on the FBI watch list, but they don't stop these folks from gathering, meeting, none of that. They just say they're biding time until they're going to get them. But let us come up with the NFAC. Let us come up with our own militias and groups that do the same thing they do, promote the Second Amendment of rights and things of that nature. And they work swiftly to dismantle us. They
Mm,
work swiftly to shut us up. They work swiftly to shut us down.
yeah.
Uh, in other words, the rules only apply when the rules apply to them. It don't
Mm-hmm.
apply when it comes to us. We're criminals, animals. We're all kind of, if we right now came together and did a Second Amendment gun group, if we went out there and did what CK did and we started showing up to all these PWIs and putting up a table saying, let us tell you what's wrong with y'all. Let us start telling you why we're upset with what happened with the slave trade and all this. Well, if we come and sit down and tell you how we feel about the founding fathers because they were slave owners also, if we sit down at PWIs, we're not going to wind up with a $15 million business. We're going to wind up with 15 years in jail.
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah.
do
Let
you
let
recall
let
doing the
let Nega ever get a million members. Oh, we gonna have an issue in our community. I don't know if you Joe, are you with Nega?
No, I'm not.
National African American Gun Association. Oh
Because
man, Joe, you
right,
gotta
right,
join it, Joe.
right. Hold it. Because if we do something, once again, if we did what CK did, we're not getting 15 million. We're not passing on a legacy to our
Mm-hmm.
wife, our children, should we be assassinated or killed. No, what's going to happen is we're getting 15 years.
They
What's it
gonna
called?
Joe?
Dr. J us.
What's it called again, brother Bowtie?
NAGA, NAAGA.
Hey Joe,
National African American Gun Association.
do you recall during the pandemic, Joe? It was an armed black group came down here to Lafayette,
NAFAC,
downtown Lafayette. Remember that?
NAFAC, hold it. NAFAC, and the leader of
Yeah,
NAFAC,
NAFAC, Dr. J.
it's Grandmaster Jay. I did an interview. You can go back and look at my YouTube page. You can go back, look at my Facebook. I did an interview with Grandmaster Jay, a highly educated Grandmaster Jay ran for president. Listen, y'all got to pay attention. Once again, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when that's just the facts. It is 2 minutes to the top of the hour, family. Let's get ready to get out of here. I'm gonna start with Elijah. Elijah, tell them about the Fitz Take, man. Tell them about what you got going on. Let go.
First of all, I just want to thank you guys for this panel. I love this panel. It's great to come up here in the morning. But then the Fitz Take, continue to like, share, subscribe. It's right now. It's on a pause right now. Our schedule is a little bit too busy. So hopefully we could do something on Sunday. I know Tennessee got a bye week this weekend, but I got to run to South Carolina on Saturday. So hopefully we do something on Sunday. But other than that, just continue to like, share, and subscribe. And we appreciate the support and the love that you guys give us.
Sean P Experience. Let go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Check out the Sean P Experience on YouTube. Just 2 days ago, I was blessed to have Dr. Ian Smith with his brand new book, Beyond Midnight, on my show. We always have phenomenal times together. Go and check out the backlog, the Sean P Experience on YouTube. Next week, I got 2 brand new guests. Tune in.
That part. Brother Bowtie.
What it is and what it ain't, what we gonna do about it. Let's talk about it. Let's do something about it. Listen, keep your purpose safe from those who walked away from theirs. That's it. If you wish to follow me at Bowtie Untied on all social media platforms. If you wish to support my business, go to www.brothersbowties.com.
That part right there. So family, on the behalf of Sean P, Brother Elijah, myself, Brother Bowtie, Sister Alethea, Broken Berlin. I know we ain't seen him. We got to make sure he ain't broke down in Berlin. Brother Jason, Sister Jax, Sister Alethea. I think I already said that, but I'm going to say it again. I always got to show the ladies love. Our esteemed alumnus, Brother Fatim, which you won't see for a while. Because Brother Fatim probably got a lot going on. Eric Adams done dropped out the race. Mandani looked like he going to win the race. Lots going on in New York City. Y'all tune into the Open Lines Online, WBLS. Check my brother out. He definitely be in there with some real great people talking some real great information. It is Friday, y'all. The weekend is here. I'm relaxing because after this weekend, I'm on it. I'm headed to Daytona Beach. We'll be actually broadcasting live from Daytona next week, next Friday to be exact. And it's on. Homecoming coming up on the bluff at Southern University. A lot going on. So family, all I can tell you is keep it locked in. Be better today than you were yesterday. And do something today to bless somebody somewhere that no matter what you do, no earthly way they can ever pay you back. And always remember that there is no secret what God can do. What he has done for others, he can't do for you. For when God is with you, nothing nor no one can stand against you. Be blessed. Have a great weekend. Lord say to say, we'll see you next week. Make it happen Monday. We up out of here.